This
all these
conference will now be
things.
recorded.
And I'm working on S4 HANA as a full stack developer and also the technical lead since past 5+ years. So this is the introduction about myself. I'm having a kind of good experience in conducting training in a UI5 area and also the ABAP, ABAP and CDS, the backend area, and also the BTP exposure. So understanding and delivering, making the training a better way in terms of the product overview and etc. And what I recommend you is this training is if you're specifically looking for something where you have a basic ABAP, understanding and work experience, and this will make very easy for you. The way Naveen exposed yourself to me is, so you are already experienced and you are looking to learn more into the RAP area. And when the S4 HANA product launched, so it was very unmatured, and there were many corrections and etc. So over the period, the stability of the product has been increased. Now, as of today, so there are no many things that have been released since the product was launched in 2015. I mean to say many syntaxes has been changed, many things have been upgraded and etc. So in this S4 HANA world, we should always try to understand the product. So then only we can make it or develop in better way. So when I say the product, S4 HANA is not a single product. So there are many partners involved in this product experience to the customers, and different kinds of products also available. The S4 HANA, when we say S4 HANA, we will be referring to S4 HANA Cloud, S4 HANA Cloud, S4 HANA Private Cloud, S4 HANA Public Cloud, S4 HANA On-Premise. All these versions are referred as S4 HANA. But there is a necessity to understand which product we are working, and based on that, our development approaches will be changed. And the difference between these products is pretty straightforward if we understand it focused. The S4 HANA Cloud, public cloud and private cloud, and also on-premise. So here there would be a necessity in understanding what is SaaS product, what is SaaS, and what is PaaS, and etc. So PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS is referred as software as a service. And alongside of this S4 HANA product, we have BTP, Business Technology Platform. There is no relationship between S4 HANA product and BTP unless it is a S4 HANA cloud product. Without BTP, if you ask, can we develop the applications without BTP? Yes. The answer is yes. We can develop the S4 HANA applications without BTP. And vice versa, can we use only BTP without SAP? And the answer is also yes for
Hello.
this. Yes.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. Are you sharing the screen?
No, I'm not sharing anything at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, the BTP point of view. So yes, a customer can use BTP without having SAP at all in their infrastructure as their main ERP software. So only BTP can be used to build the applications. So this is where the cap comes into picture. So if you use SAP as a enterprise software or not, that doesn't matter. Still, you can use the BTP infrastructure and you can build the applications using CAPM model. And now coming to the wrap, what is the best practice and best approach that we should be looking at? And just a minute, let me try to share. Yeah, I'll just quickly change my screens. Yeah. So this is the one which is very important to know. The types of even if I want to mention the everything in this digitalized world, everything is moving towards the API world. So APIs, they can be developed using any technology, any language, using any language, they can build APIs. In our case, in SAP, especially, we refer them as OData services. So these OData services, they can they can be developed in different modes, but that is the major communication for UI5 or Fiori applications. So these Fiori applications can be developed in two types of Fiori applications. They are, one is the freestyle application where we should have extensive knowledge of JavaScript, of handling the controls and etc. And we will be developing the XML based views, and using JavaScript we will communicate with the OData services and we just deliver the application development. The other type of application development is Fiori elements. So this is where we will be thinking that, or customers will be thinking that the safe investment, that is what SAP recommends, the Fiori elements. For Fiori elements, what are the skills we need? So these Fiori elements can be developed. Fiori element based applications can be developed on S4HANA system, and also they can be developed using BTP environment as well. So in BTP environment, how we develop is we develop using ABAP on HANA, sorry, ABAP on cloud. Okay, so we can subscribe to the ABAP environment on BTP, and there we can build the applications. So we will be hearing the Fiori element based applications two places, ABAP on cloud and also the on-premise. And if you see in this one, ABAP platform is less than or equal to 7.5 stacks, classic ABAP programming, best practices, freestyle ABAP programming. And if you are on almost all of the S4 HANA stacks after 1709, They are on ABAP platform 7.5 NetWeaver version 7.5, greater than 7.5. So ABAP programming model for SAP Fiori. So how this Fiori elements have been evolved. So this is the initial stack or initial type of Fiori elements applications have been released to the customers. So here the name referred as ABAP programming model for SAP Fiori. So in this model, what was the main skill set or main architecture of the technology that have been built inside this framework? So within this framework, so we could be using a CGW gateway based OData development, or a CDSU which is published as a OData service, and the underlying the transactional functionalities are being developed using CDS based BOPF. So the BOPF framework was playing a major role in ABAP programming model for SAP Fiori, so which is the initial Fiori elements framework. And even now, many customers are using this model, because so whenever we say Fiori elements, the target, what is the target? Target is to build the application for the customers based on their business requirements. So our end goal is to build a Fiori application. So in this Fiori elements framework, we do develop applications using a pre-delivered SAP templates. So such as they are referred as floor plans as well. So they are list report, overview page, object page, custom page, analytical page. So these are the templates, kinds of templates SAP delivers, and using those templates, we will try to develop a end user application in this framework. So for that, we will do many, it could be a transactional application, or it could be a reporting application as well. Okay. So considering all these, this framework will just use the BOPF for a transactional behavior. So if you don't have any transactional behavior, you will remove this BOPF and you just continue developing with this reporting along with CDS views. And in the CDS views, you will be having metadata extensions where they will be created on top of your CDS views, and those annotations, metadata annotations, are key plays a major key role in using the templates. So if you have those annotations, then only the SAP delivered templates can understand what the data is being projected, and how should the template represent the data that you are pushing through this API or data service. And over the period after this, the model has been evolved, and with even more capabilities, it has been named as ABAP RESTful Application Programming, RAP. Okay, so this product is not available since the product has been launched. It has been launched from 1909 on-premise version of the S4HANA product. So what happening here? So here there is no BOPF framework. Rest all the leftover parties, core data services, CDSUs, and the templates, whatever are required for UI representation, the templates and CDSUs are remain as it is, and rest all the framework has been changed. So here in this framework, we do have a feasibility of working with only V2 version of OData services. And in RAP, we do have both facilities like to use V2 version of OData services and V4 version of OData services. And also, if we don't want UI and if we want to produce this as an API or web service to any other technology, any other world, then we can publish them as web APIs. So, and these two are considered as safe investments. So in this case, in both the cases, the skill sets that we need is basic understanding of ABAP framework and creating CDSUs. If it is good to have the SQL knowledge, because sometimes we will be going on to HANA and we might be asked to write some AMDPs as well, ABAP managed database procedures. And this is this is about the RAP framework and evaluation. Okay, and after this, let me check. I have some other slide to share. Yes. So tools, basically the tools for this um, development we use is Eclipse. Eclipse is the major place where we implement or develop all these kinds of artifacts, CDSUs, yeah, CDSUs, and API publishing the APIs and etc. They all we just use the ADT framework. Yeah, I think I don't have any other slide. Yeah, that's fine. So do you have any questions on this one?
Yes. Okay. Normally, when we develop, like we created an app, so we have seen that in the back end we have created OData services, and in the front end, there is a front end developer who did UI development,
Yep,
right, and consumes this OData service. So this is one way which we like I have seen so far. So
yep.
after 7.5, you're saying when we use Fiori element, I just wanted to ask, do we need any UI5 skill set as well to develop an app, or we can directly use these templates and we can develop an app? Like, is UI5 a skill needed? Like,
Yeah, that's a
any
really
app
good
development?
question. That's really a very good and valid question. Let me answer your question. I'm sharing something. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is the SAP standard website where we refer to all the available floor plans and etc. So here there are some floor plans. What I have mentioned so far: list report, analytical, and etc. So if you see here, we have SAP Fiori elements, frameworks. So in this framework, we have different kinds of floor plans here. So we can pick whatever the framework that we need, and we can develop the applications. So for example, I'm picking up this list report template. So this is a template and also a floor plan as well. So in this case, so we can build all these, uh, I mean, so we can put all these things together in CDSU itself. Whatever you see here, okay, they all can be achieved using a CDSU. But if, can you see a create button here?
Yes.
Okay, so if you need anything actionable buttons here, like if it is performing only backend activity, like you're saying, if you want to approve it, you can just create an action from the backend, and you can attach the same functionality, whatever the event method from the backend itself, if you want to cover anything backend functionality. But if you want to achieve something, for example, if you want to, if your requirement says by clicking that button, you want to show a dialog. You want to, in the dialog, you want to upload a file, for example. So in these are called as extensions to the template. So this functionality is not delivered by SAP along with the template. So these are customizations and extensions that you are making to the template. So in these exceptional cases, the answer is yes. So they must have a UI understanding, where the resource must have skills of JavaScript and UI development, the front end skills. But that, if that is covering the backend functionality only, then there is no need of UI person to look into this one. So you yourself can develop your CDSU, and you can put the necessary annotations into the CDS on top of the CDSU, and you can pick up the template that you have decided while gathering your requirements, and then you can deliver this application.
Okay. With
Yeah,
CDS views, can we perform like CRUD operation? I think it's only read, right? Right, for reporting purpose. But if we have to perform any action like to update or create anything in the backend, then I think
yeah.
that time we will need some UI, some uh, skills,
No,
right?
no.
That no,
So the
we could.
if you are using a template based application, so if you see here the create button here, that is not created by UI developer. So the framework will provide that option, and the Fiori elements framework will give you these options or the configurations that you can do in your behavior definitions and implementations. And if you go back to the previous version of it, they are the BOPF annotations, business object based annotations. Through annotations itself, these buttons can be controlled, and even further to it, you can perform all the validations in the backend itself.
Actually, just wanted to check if any standalone application needs to be developed, like if only knowing auditor service or RAP uh, will that suffice the requirement, or any customization comes where UI skill set is also needed. That time, actually, that's what I was asking. Like, it's good to have a UI knowledge also, right?
See, that
Along
is
with it.
of course in a team that is necessary. because we never expect or we never know which situation occurs and when, right?
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Any, any other questions?
Yeah, hi. You mentioned, hi, this is Prabhakar. You mentioned like we can use Eclipse, but I heard that going forward, Web ID is going to absolute, and we are going to use business application studio kind of thing.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so even that time also we can use
Uh,
Eclipse.
See, they are two different things. Okay. Eclipse is separate and the Web IDE and BAS are separate. So Eclipse is to develop your ABAP based developments. For example, you are creating a CDSU. So that CDSU will be developed or created using your Eclipse. And if you are developing UI5 application, the UI development will take place in Web IDE or Business Application Studio. Okay, and this one, the Eclipse, you as of today, you no need to log into your GUI, so you can perform all your tasks on Eclipse itself right now.
In ADT. Okay, got it.
ADT. Okay, so to answer your question from shift from Web IDE to BAS, yes. So the Web IDE will retire in 2028 by 2028, and BAS is the successor for Web IDE. So BAS will have additional included features than Web IDE, and BAS is capable of developing CAPM based applications, also the Fiori elements based applications, and there are several different applications, MTAR, multi-target applications, and etc. Full-fledged Java applications also can be built using Business Application Studio.
Yeah, understood. I have one more question. Suppose if when we are moving from ECC to S4 HANA and we have a lot of data services developed on ECC system, so if when we are moving, can we use directly those OData services consume in BAS Studio? Means
See, once you have migrated those into your new S4 HANA system, then 100% yes. So you can still use those services to build applications on top of your OData services.
okay.
Yeah, for this migration only you will be suffering. So they will go through a step-by-step process, custom code migration, all these steps they will follow. So they will run all these tests. So if they are not complying with the custom code migration terms, then obviously they will be redeveloped.
Yeah, understood. Yeah, and one more question. Maybe it's not really development, but how this subscription is going to work with BTP? Is it pay as you go or?
See, for your usage, you can go for trial usage. Okay, if you are trying to learn something, I would recommend to go with trial usage. And there are a lot more things you can create or develop in the trial version itself. So you will get a 4 GB space, for instance, BAS instance. You can develop applications and you can learn. So even you can develop create a HANA instance and you can develop CAPM applications. You can use SAP provided gateway system, and there are many OData services available in gateway service that SAP provides. So you can use those services and you can build applications on top of it. You can
Okay, yeah,
use
I
publicly
understood.
publicly
Yes.
available OData services as well.
Yeah, I understood. But if I want to suggest to my client to go with BTP, right? So
Yes.
that's what I'm asking. How is this licensing going to work? Is it
So
going to work?
for them, yeah, for them there are multiple models. So they can go for free tier subscription. It's not free trial. It's a free tier. So
Okay.
free tier, what the subscription does is that costs less, and they can try their systems. Okay, and if they want, they can do the prototyping kind of thing. If they like it, if they don't want to, they don't want the time that you guys spent on developing the prototypes. If they want to convert them as real products, so SAP provides that facility to migrate that content into your productive versions as well. Okay, in trial accounts,
Okay, understood.
you don't have that. You have to lose all the content. You have to start from beginning in the bas.
Okay. Yeah, and yeah, one more last question. So earlier we were using WebID for UI development,
Yes.
theory development, and with Cloud Connector.
Yep.
So what is the difference between that and the with BTP? Because earlier also we have without BTP also we can use WebID and we can consume more data using by
No,
establishing the connection between Cloud Connector, right?
no. So without BTP, you can't use WebIDE or BAS. Okay. So BTP is completely a platform, PaaS, platform as a
Yes.
service. So BTP will have all the services at one place. So in a way, if I want to mention that, right now we have a Google Play Store or Apple App Store. So it's a kind of place where customers will go and subscribe the services and they use it. Okay, there will be lot of services available: HANA service, Adobe Document Service, Workflow Service, um, Work Zone Service, BAS, WebIDE, all of them are services available in BTP. If any customer wants to use any of those services, they must have BTP account, and from there they will have to subscribe, and they will show in their entitlements, and after that a monthly or as per their agreement invoices will be generated. So without BTP you can't use WebIDE or you can't use BAS.
Okay, it means earlier we have cloud trial version, some on-demand, something there we use WebID and other access, HANA, some access applications. So that kind of environment only SAP is upgraded and now delivering as a BTP.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
one,
Yeah. Thank you very much. I have clarified all my questions.
Yeah, that's good.
sir, one question, sir.
Yes.
As we know, in ABAP we are using OData services, and in BTP Capem we are not using any OData services. Whereas in RAP, will we use the OData services, or it's completely based upon SQL CUD operations? So we will do the database handling.
No. So your understanding is completely wrong. So in all the places we will use the OData services as communication. Okay, including CAPM. Including CAPM, for all the communications we use the OData services. They may be developed in different environments, different approaches. So if you're taking the CAPM approach, so you may build the application based on your HANA database sitting on BTP. Okay, but there is no limitation for CAP to only use that BTP services. But CAPM can connect to any API. It can be OData service that developed in our SAP system, or the any other API that has been developed using Java technology outside of the world, or any Microsoft Azure based services. Anything, they all fully open. Okay, and RAP, coming to RAP also can use OData services. But as we are choosing one particular template, so that for a whole template, we are just encapsulating the CDSUs that that fully supports to RAP application. That doesn't mean the application we develop using this approach, Fiori elements, cannot connect to any other OData services. That's wrong. So that can connect to any OData services, any OData service or any API, I would say, not only OData service.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
The how will the flow of the training go, sir? Like how many, what and all will you teach in this program?
See, main ask for me from Naveen is, so the RAP framework is the main intention. So for RAP
Yes,
framework, RAP framework, CDS is the base. So we'll start from CDS. CDS, we develop the templates, template based applications based on CDS. So I don't know if you have a requirement of going to AMDPs, table functions and etc. Anyway, as we are covering the CDS content, we will definitely look into those aspects as well. CDS use, RAP, and BAS. We will see BAS and the extensions, template extensions.
yes, sir. And any project we will develop in this phase of training, sir?
That definitely it will be example based, but that will be completely based on your practice, how effectively you do the practice. So it's majorly understanding the topics, concepts, and conceptually you should be able to understand if someone is talking something. You should be able to understand fundamentally.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we will cover both CDS, like how to consume using CDS, as well as OData services, right? Both, or only
Yes.
CDS? Like you said, there are public OData
See the
services available.
consumption. Yeah,
Yeah.
consumption. Yes, we can use those because I don't know about the training system. I'll speak to Naveen about it, and the system, how your practice will be, and etc. So if you are not, if you are using publicly the BAS, so there are openly available services. We can use those services and we can develop it, and we can establish the communication with other OData services as well, and we can explore there.
And so for CDS, we will be the trainings will be extensively on the CDS as well, like all the types of CDS and everything.
Yes.
Okay, fine. So we will have Eclipse as well as Bash, these two.
Yes.
Okay. So how often AMDP is utilized? Like how, in your real-time project, like when you have worked in RAP programming, like how AMDP is used often, or based on the
Uh,
requirement?
yeah. That is completely depending upon the requirements. So some of the functionalities CDS layer supports, and some of the functionalities does not support. During that time we will just go to the database layer and we'll build things, and we will bring it onto CDS layer, and from there we'll publish to the external world.
Okay.
Yeah, that is completely depending upon the requirement. So what is not possible in CDS layer, then we go there, and at the same time a few things may not be possible even on the database layer and CDS layer. In during that time we will go to ABAP layer and we bring things.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other
And
question?
and
Yep.
the total duration, like covering of the modules will be how many hours, sir?
So I'm guessing this entire starting from CDS and RAP application building, it would take around a month, I would say.
Okay, sir. Excluding the weekends, right, sir? Or
Yeah,
how?
excluding weekends, yes.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah, I think the timing, Naveen may come back and update you. So it would be from 1 hour to 2 hours in between. So it will be minimum 1 hour, and it may go up to 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So most probably the timing would be from IST 4:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Any alternate timing? Because I have office also like that time. I do have meetings. Any alternate timing like after 8 IST?
After 8 o'clock, I think that is very difficult actually. Right now, you based out um, you based out in Hyderabad, Bangalore, or where?
Hyderabad. Hyderabad.
Okay, so you speak Telugu or
Yeah, Hindi.
okay, okay, fine, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So Naveen will finalize on the timing, right?
sure,
Okay.
okay,
So
yeah.
we will be getting assignments as well, right? Like after every classes.
Yes, of course, practice would be your great assignment. So you'll so I'll
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
yeah, fine. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye.